What it be, what it do, man? How are you? Welcome back to the channel. This is the 4th episode of the UnderMine stream. If you missed last time, don't worry. All we did was manage to get further into the second area. If you'd like to come join me live, the link to my Twitch will be in the description below. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
But I would love to get into leatherworking again because it is something that when I was doing it, I did enjoy it. It was very fun and rewarding. My only issue, one of the other issues that came with it was my floor is not level, like in the slightest. So there was a lot of, anytime I would try and punch like the holes in the leather, I'd have to do it somewhere else because if I do it on the desk in my room, then it will just rock back and forth, and then everything will like fall over and start falling off. It was not fun. It was not great. So that's one reason why I stopped. And just because I was getting entirely the results I wanted, and I was comparing myself to a lot of other people that I saw online doing like leatherworking and like other leatherworking channels like Little King Goods. Is it Black Leather? Black Leather? I can't remember what the channel actually is now, but it's another kind of popular leather channel. One thing I did that I know some people are kind of iffy about is quarter leather supply. I think it's leather supply. It might just be quarter leather, but I know they have a lot of stuff on there, like helpful material and stuff on their channel and on their site. They have a lot of good patterns and stuff that I've used for some stuff. And one thing that I have done is the wallet that I use now is one that I technically made, but also technically came from. It was like a kit kind of situation. So I didn't exactly like make it, but I did like stitch it together and everything. So I made parts of it, or I did parts of it. It didn't come like made or anything. It came with the pieces already hole punched and cut out and everything. So all I had to do was stitch it. Which stitching takes some time, and it's not hard to stitch. At least with the leather. I don't know, like in terms of like stitching like clothes and stuff. Obviously, that's a different technique or skill. But it's not something that's extremely difficult to do, but it can be kind of like time consuming, especially if you have a lot of parts to stitch together. And there's usually a specific way to stitch stuff together to make it hold well. So that is something that you can get wrong, but there's a lot of tutorials and things out there that audio seems mostly fixed. Okay, that's good. What do you mean by mostly? Is there still some issues? But there's a lot of tutorials and videos and stuff like website tutorials or video tutorials and stuff out there talking about the proper way to stitch. I think the stitching technique is called like saddle stitching, or at least that's one of them. The stitching styles. There's other ones. That's the one that I've done the most, and there's a lot of projects that I'll start and kind of lose steam and then just not finish, which sucks. There's one literally on my desk right now that I thought I started stitching that I have not started stitching like at all. Actually, very slight skipping on occasion. Okay. What could that be? Is this something in my audio settings? Hold on. No, I haven't changed anything in my audio settings. It could just be, maybe it might be, but no one's home, so I wouldn't think it would be the internet. It's me and 2 other people in the house. So I wouldn't think that it'd be the internet. Also, I want to note sometimes it hasn't happened yet during stream, and I hope it doesn't happen. Could just be Twitch. Yeah, it could just be Twitch. If I hope it does. I hope it never happens on stream. But sometimes, if there's too much stuff going in my house, then like, cause there's a lot of stuff that's on the same breaker. So sometimes it'll get tripped, and my internet and stuff will go out, like the lights and stuff in my room. Going into the void. Okay, have fun. That internet and stuff will go out. So if I'm ever in the middle of streaming and like it just ends randomly, or like I randomly disappear, it's probably because that happened, and it usually takes a good few minutes to come back on it with everything. And if that does happen during stream, I'd likely just for however long that stream, or how long I was gone for, unless it was like right at the end, but however long I was gone for, I just make up that stream time. Probably next stream. Unless it was like very early into the stream, then I'd probably just come back and keep going and make it go for a little bit longer. But I pray that it doesn't happen during stream, because that would be very unfortunate and it would be very annoying. But also, you never know what could happen. So, we'll probably at some point should get that, like, get the electrical stuff redone, but that is expensive. Like, I know electrical stuff can be expensive, so that's not something that I'm entirely worried about right now, especially with the lack of funds. That's the last thing on my mind. But I do want to make sure the stream is as good as possible and nothing goes wrong. So I can only hope. But yeah. I don't know how many bombs I have. Okay, apparently I have 6. The stream thing is like over my bombs, so I can't exactly see how many bombs I have. I think I have 5. I could also move it to a different spot, but it would be in a way wherever it is. So, it is what it is. I'll deal with it. It's fine. As long as I can kind of make out the number, I'll be fine. But I can make it out good enough. One thing that I do want to try at some point, if I have the ability, is woodworking. And I know there are like woodworking guilds and everything, like where you can go and like use like the tools and everything and like learn from different people that have done it for a while. I know that is a thing that exists, but those are, from what I saw, expensive. And only one close to me is like 2 or 3 hours away. So it won't really be worth it for me to... Do I fight the boss again? I'll fight the boss again. It doesn't really feel worth it for me to try and get a... Try and go to one right now. Because I'd just be... Because I'd have to pay for the guild, then I have to pay for gas getting there and back. And then like obviously like paying for the lumber, because I don't think they have like just free lumber you can use. Like, you have to like provide the wood and stuff yourself, but they just give you the tools that you need. But I think it's also a thing of like you have to like learn the tools first. They get certified with the tools before you can use them. Which I understand, like they don't want people just randomly using stuff they don't know how to use. And then they have to fix it. Someone didn't know what they were doing when they probably shouldn't have been using it in the first place. woodworking is something I do want to try. I might have mentioned this already. Also, I can't remember if I have. If I have, I apologize in advance to anyone that has heard this already, or if anyone is new and just popping in, then you know that that is something that I want to try. I like doing hands-on things. Like, I'm a very hands-on person. Like, I like making things with my hands. It's very fun and makes me kind of calm to do stuff with my hands. Because well, it's just very enjoyable. I have full control over like what to do and what's going on and all that kind of stuff. And so it's just a very calming and relaxing thing to be able to do my own, to make my own stuff and have control over my stuff. I know not everyone is like that. I think a lot of creative people obviously are like that, and I'm a very creative person, I feel. Well, I can be a very creative person, obviously not like all the time, but I can be very creative if I want to, if something that interests me. Also, there are times where I have to do something that I don't want to do, and so I'm not very creative in it because it's not something that interests me, which I think is a common thing. Like if someone doesn't have an interest in something, then obviously they're not gonna like enjoy themselves doing it, whatever said thing is. I think that's just a common thing. I'm trying to light food on fire. Nope. What's some other things that I'd like to try, like, outside of hobbies? Outside of like other hobbies that I want to try. Oh, one thing that I did, that I got into like extremely heavily is blacksmithing. Blacksmithing was and it still is something that I would love to do, like making my own, like making like a knife or just whatever you can forge really. Like one thing that I'd love to be able to make like a cool sword or like a cool like I said, like a cool knife that I've just made on my own. And with the leatherworking, I can make a sheath for it. Like it all comes together. It all relates to the other, and the things that I want to do because they could all be put to use with the other one. Like if I make, say, a knife, like I said, I can make a sheath for it. If I make a sword or something, I can make a sheath for that. If I make a what's something else I can make? Like I have to say like a hammer or a club or something. I can make a like leather wrap handle for that. And there's so many things that I can do with leatherworking and woodworking and blacksmithing. But blacksmithing I know it can be a little bit more time consuming because it is a lot more dangerous than say like leatherworking or woodworking, because you're working with fire and hot metals, so you could absolutely like scald yourself or you yourself in that kind of situation. But I know also with say like woodworking, you mess up and you get say like kickback from it's like a table saw, then that could be bad, and it could just like shoot your material back at you, or like just throw you off, and then your hand slips, and then you catch the blade, and then you cut off like a finger. But I know like it all just comes with being safe and make sure you do those things safely, because a lot of people go into it very cocky, and that's not a good way to go into anything, is being cocky. Because one bad thing, one mistake, and then you could be cooked. And then next thing you know, you're in the hospital with your finger in your back pocket. Of course, you're a mimic. And why didn't you wear a mimic? Yeah, just I know that there's with those things you need to be very safe because it's very easy for them to go wrong. Shaded shadow chain, but I still need to get the thing to be able to blow up those crystals that we saw at the start of this floor, because those have blocked some stuff from me as well, which I don't like, but I can't really do much about it right now. So other than try and get gold and get it, I can't remember how much it costs to get it. I think it was like 25.50 or something like that. I'm not blowing that up because that will give me a curse. I remember that. Stuff that's slowly coming back to me as time goes on, and I'm figuring out. Here we go. On here. It's just bomb blast to track items. I'm not gonna be using my bombs for that anyway. I think I have 6 or 7 bombs. One of those two numbers. Oh yeah, I forgot I can walk on air. Completely forgot about that, I'll be honest. I don't know how I forgot that quick that I had these boots. But back on the topic of leatherworking. Leatherworking can be... It is something that I very much want to try and get back into, because I'd love to like be able to like make gifts and stuff for like my family, my friends. Like make, say like my friend a wallet, or make them a bag, or like a purse, or get to a point where I can confidently make like jackets, like my own like leather jackets, and just kind of like customize those and like have my own custom jacket like to my dimensions and the leather that I like and the color that I like. Because right now I have like a kind of like a dark red leather that I've been working with. One thing that probably would help me a lot and speed up the process, make the process a lot less tedious, I guess, because stitching can be very tedious to me. I know for some people it can be very enjoyable and the best part. But one thing that probably would help is a sewing machine. I think there's leather specific sewing machines, but I think you can also like set a regular sewing machine up to be to work for leather. 'Cause I don't know the specifics and stuff of like what is needed for a leather sewing machine, mainly because like I know they're very expensive, and plus I don't really have space for that. Like, there's no one issue with my room is this is an old house, so there's like no plugs anywhere. The only like socket in my room is one behind my TV. That's the only one in here. Everything is running off of that one socket, which I don't like. I would like to have more sockets, but like I said before, electrical stuff is expensive. I know I could do it myself, but I have to like find the wires and really finding the wires. I think it would be the main thing that I have to do that I don't know how to do, and I'm worried about it. But it's something that I would like to fix and get more sockets in my room, so I'm not just running everything off of surge protectors and drop cords. That's what my room is held together with right now, is surge protectors and drop boards, and it is a mess. So many different cords and stuff running from. Okay, I died. Okay, I don't know how I died, but I died apparently. There's so many different like cords all over my floor that it's a mess. I'll be honest. It's not a good look. Got that now, so. But I will hopefully be able to. I say be able to fix that. I don't know if I would be able to fix that, considering this is an old house. So I don't know how difficult it would be to fix that. But, and put stuff on like a. I'd love to get stuff on like a different breaker as well. Like, so like the rooms have their own breaker, and the like kitchen and stuff has its own breaker, instead of it all being one breaker. But that requires some expertise that I don't have. Dang it. Ow. Anyone that is new or has this is their first stream or they're just popping in or whatever. Okay, first of all, I need to stop walking into the void. First of all, I hope you are enjoying the stream personally. And secondly, I ain't got nothing else for you too. I don't know what the second one was supposed to be. But I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're having a good time just in general, that everything is going okay. Because I know everything right now is not great. And that's kind of why I play games and want to stream. So I can kind of take my mind off of everything and just for an hour each day, just enjoy just playing games and just talking. Just talking in general. I do like to talk sometimes and around certain people, but once I do start talking, once I get like comfortable around someone, I can start to talk a lot, and it can be kind of annoying sometimes. But that just means that I've gotten more comfortable with it. I'm sure that's the case with a lot of introverts. Is most of us are fine with talking as long as this is someone that we want to talk to. But I know for some, it's just like talking in itself is difficult, especially to people you aren't prepared to talk to. Like that's the worst, is unexpected interaction. At least for me, that's the worst. Because if I didn't plan to talk to you, I really don't have anything to say to you. And I know that's not very... that can be a very much an issue out in the world if people are trying to talk to me about stuff. And if I want to stream. Because like reaching out to people for like collabs and for like tips, all that kind of stuff. Which I haven't reached out to anyone yet. I follow some people that I have seen stream, and like I popped into their stream some, but I haven't like been around enough to a point of where I was checking out, not checking out, that's not the right word, to where I'm not at a point yet where I think I'm like comfortable or feel like I should ask for collabs, because I know like collabing can be a lot of fun, and like making content with other people can make the stream a lot of fun, but also I'm very new. I've only been streaming for like maybe a week or two, like 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks, I want to say, maybe a little bit more. but I think it's only been that long, and it's just something that it takes a little minute to get used to, and trying to get into the rhythm of things, and especially with trying to trying to upload the VODs and everything, because that can take a while, and like I said, I'm behind right now. I don't want to like post too much stuff at once and then like hurt the interaction of another video, because I uploaded like 3 or 4 VODs at once and just overwhelmed kind of like the system and like overwhelm people. So I forgot to make a post about my video that went up today. I will do that after stream. It went up at 4 o'clock, so I will do that after stream, and just to get some more eyes on it, hopefully. I also know Twitter and things like Threads can kind of like sometimes throttle or stifle your like posts that have links in them. Like I won't show it to as many people because they don't want other people to go to. They want to keep it on in like site. They don't want people to go to another site, which I understand. But also, it's like it's kind of like become, especially things like Twitter, it's become sort of the thing that people use to promote themselves on other stuff as well. And so you would think that it wouldn't be as bad to post like links and stuff. I know sometimes it's better to just do like whatever you want your tweet to be and then link in bio. But I also know there are a lot of people that would rather that just don't take the time to go into look at someone's bio to find their like links and stuff. So I don't want to potentially lose those people because I put link in bio and they don't feel like going to look at my link in my bio. And kind of understandable, I guess. Like if you're scrolling something and just want to check something out, you want to do all this extra stuff to try and get to it. I'd rather just be able to see it, click and go to it. I also think Twitter has its own like video player, so I don't know how that works. I don't know how that counts for like views and stuff. Actually, now that I think about it, I guess it doesn't, or it just integrated. I don't know actually. But I know Twitter does have its own kind of like video player because I see it every time I upload a post about my YouTube video about my VODs going up. I hope everyone is enjoying the VODs as well, because I know they're not like really edited at all, because I don't want anyone to miss anything. And the only one that will be like extremely edited, or in probably like not even won't be uploaded, like I said last stream, is the Minecraft bot stream where we ended up fighting all of those like the phantoms that wouldn't burn in the daytime. So that will be the only one that one will be cut up and stitched into another video, and it will only be like clips of it because nothing really happened important. Like I'll put the clip of me finding Flender, killing Flender, then obviously like probably the points of me dying in the fighting those phantoms, because that was an effort trying to kill those phantoms. It really was. It took like 40 minutes. And it was so annoying. I don't know if anyone could tell, but I was very annoyed because it ruined the plans for the entire stream. Mainly also because like He wasn't supposed to spawn there. He was supposed to spawn where he spawned. But we're on to a different game now. I'll probably go back to Minecraft at some point. Probably be a little minute before I go back to Minecraft, because I am kind of just gonna enjoy playing other games and try to get some variety on the channel, so I don't like end up coming like, oh, this person's a Minecraft YouTuber or a Minecraft streamer or whatever. I don't want to be stuck in one game. I want to very much be a variety streamer, stream a bunch of different stuff. And I'd love to be able to stream like the new game, like any new games that come out on console. Because I know there are some coming out on console that will probably make for good content. So I do want to get to a point to where I can comfortably stream some other stuff and not get and post it and not get locked into a certain type of content. Because I like playing games. I like playing different types of games. I don't want to be stuck to one game this whole like the entirety of me making content. That just seems not fun. I'm sure that obviously it's a fine thing to do. And there's a plenty of Minecraft YouTubers and stuff that plenty of Minecraft YouTubers and streamers that are successful and everything, but it's just something I don't want to get locked into. There's nothing wrong with it though. I know, but I know there also is like a stereotype for Minecraft YouTubers that I'm not gonna talk about on stream. But that I know that is a thing. I know, so obviously that's not like every like giant Minecraft YouTuber, but it can be a bit dicey. One person that I watch, I enjoy a lot is kind of called Sorted Food. They're not a game. They're obviously based on the name, a food channel. They do a lot of like cooking challenges and cooking videos. And it's a chef and usually like 3 home cooks. They're called normals, but they're like I say, I guess basically like really good home cooks. Because they've been doing it for, they've had the channel, been doing the channel for like 15 years or 16 years or something like that. Might even be 17 years at this point. But it's just a very fun thing to watch. And I like watching cooking channels, even though I don't cook. I don't, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've mentioned that on stream. I don't cook. I have never cooked before in my life. I tried to make eggs once recently, and I overcooked them. I haven't tried to make eggs since. But I just never learned how to cook. It's never something that was taught to me or that I was told that I need to learn, or that would be an important skill. Like I knew it would probably be like an important thing to learn, but I was never taught. And person that I live with, people that I live with, like my grandparents, or specifically my grandma, she would not like let me help her cook because she didn't like want to like, she didn't feel like teaching me how to cook at that point in time, which I understand. And you don't feel like helping, like when you're trying to cook food for the house, you don't want someone like taking up your time and wasting time because they don't know what they're doing. But also, I feel like it would be nice to teach me how to cook so I can make my own food. Because it's horrendous, my diet right now. I say diet, there is no diet. It's just kind of, I eat what I really kind of want to. and it's not good. I've been meaning to get to exercise more, and I was like kind of exercising more and getting more exercise and stuff in, but then I got, because my job was physical, but then I got let go, so then that kind of fell to the wayside, and now I don't really do much other than stream, which sucks. I do, and also it's like very the weather is very like all over the place sometimes, so it's also very hit or miss whether or not I feel like going outside, because I hate being hot. Being hot gets me viscerally angry, and it's the worst feeling ever. I'd rather be freezing cold than be extremely hot. Stock relics at Dibble's Emporium. I don't have enough money for that, so it sucks that I got that right now. But it is. But yeah, I don't know. I need to be more active, and but also it's like kind of hard to be active when there's nothing to do at all, and like I can't go to the gym because gyms are expensive, but and especially expensive when you don't have a job. So that's not really an expense that I can make right now. But I would like to start going to the gym at some point. Like I did go to the gym at I want to say it's been 2 years since I've gone to the gym. I used to go with it might have just been a year. I used to go with my friend. Me and him would go every morning, every weekend, on the weekends. But I stopped doing that after we both stopped feeling like going, because he didn't really need to go to the gym because he was like in shape. So it was mainly just me that needed to go to the gym, and so it was kind of hard for him to kind of stay motivated and be there on time and stuff. So we kind of ended up falling out of that thing, and then like I ended up canceling my subscription, my gym membership, and there was just it was a whole thing that just went awry. But I would like to get back in the gym at some point, and because I didn't, when I was going to the gym, I did enjoy it. It's just the thing I didn't enjoy was waking up early. But I know it's like good to get the gym in early, so you can go on with the rest of your day, and not just be on like in the middle of your day and then have to go to the gym. I know some people do go to the gym in the afternoons or like in the evenings, so to get all their stuff done they need to get done for the day, and then go to their last kind of like thing for the day is going to the gym. Now some people go to the gym twice a day. I would probably do that if I had the means to. But with working, I probably wouldn't be able to go to the gym 2 times a day. Like once I had a job, like it'd be kind of hard to go to the gym because I'd be working mornings, so it'd be kind of hard to go to the gym in the morning and then go to work. Like I don't think that would be possibly feasible. Work, unless you had like a certain job that you could do. Just kind of leads into like me talking about why I started streaming. I didn't start streaming. I know a lot of people start content creation like from a standpoint of, oh, I want to become like extremely like rich and famous or whatever. To like get to a point of like where they're like Kai Cenat level or somewhere along those lines. I know some people don't aspire for that and they just get real lucky. But there are also a lot of people that get into content creation that is their main goal. But I've just found, I think the main reason that made me want to get into streaming is literally just because I enjoy playing games, and I enjoy just talking for long periods of time, and I can talk for long periods of time. So it's kind of obviously it's not going to be like talking every single second. There's going to be some silence, obviously, but for the most part, like I just enjoy talking to like just talking in general. I do like talking to people, even though I am an introvert. Talking to people that I actually do want to talk to makes me feel a lot better than just like not talking to anyone all day. So that is something that that made me want to stream, and also just because I like kind of like the flexibility that comes with streaming, especially if you get to a point where you can have that as your career, like you're a full-time streamer. I like the liberty and the freedom that comes with that is, I feel like such an amazing thing, because it opens you up to be so much more productive during the day, because you're not having to wake up extremely early and sorry, I lost my fingernail clip, so I was biting my nail. But it is, I just like the idea of the freedom that comes with it. And obviously, I know, obviously, it's not as easy as just, oh, I'm gonna stream and then that's it. I know it's a lot more difficult than that, and you have to kind of like work in the, especially if you're just starting out, like a lot of like behind the scenes stuff, like editing, clipping, promoting yourself on other platforms like Twitter and Threads, and trying to build like a YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff you have to do in the beginning, in the background, because you don't have the means to pay someone to help you with that. And so there's a lot of like everything that's kind of on you to do and get done, and I know that comes with it. But I'm trying to force myself to kind of be more productive and get more things done throughout the day that I need to get done, to stop putting stuff off, because I procrastinate a lot and end up not getting things done that I need to get done. And it is annoying because it puts me behind on certain stuff and makes it harder for me, because it's like, oh, I put this thing off until the last second, and now I have to rush to try and get this thing done. And that has always made me, so I don't know what that did. That would, but it's kind of trying to make myself just do it, and it's a little bit difficult, especially because I've never edited anything before, and I don't have like something like Adobe Premiere to like edit with, or like DaVinci Resolve. I would get something like the free version of DaVinci Resolve, but I do not have the space for that on my laptop. And I'm also between so many different thoughts when it comes to like the hardware. Like I'm like, should I get? Overall, it's probably better to get a PC, but it's like, like a laptop would probably be more achievable. But also, it would put me kind of back in the same situation I am right now, and very limit me again, because I'll still only be able to do. I'd still only be able to do like games on console and play with people on console. Like a lot. That's another thing that kind of keeps me from reaching out to other creators, because I know a lot of creators are streaming from their like PCs, and they'll and like I won't be able to like pick. Obviously, I could probably call them on Discord through Xbox, and that would probably pick up their audio. But it also limits certain games I could play. Because I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter, like asking about collabs for things like Peak and Yap Yap and Peak, Yap Yap, Repo, Cobblemon. These are all things that I'd love to play and collab with people with, but that's just something that's not sadly not feasible right now. But hopefully it will be in the future. So then I can provide you guys with more content and more exciting and fun content as well, instead of just me sitting here mumbling and rambling to myself and to everyone about random nothing. Because I know I'm not like as energetic or anything as some other streamers, but it's also I get a lot more energetic when I am around or play with other people, because I'm able to bounce off people better, kind of match people's vibes and their interests and everything. And so it makes it for a very fun, a lot more of a fun time for everyone. And I just also want to meet new people and other people who are streaming and kind of like make friends and in this space that I've decided to put myself in, and help everyone together. I know there's a lot of animosity. Is animosity the right word? I guess I'll say animosity. That's probably the best word. Animosity between streamers a lot of times, especially in between content creators in general a lot of times. And that has never been something that I have ever wanted when I decided to do content creation, because I want everyone to, if I could have it where everyone in content creation could succeed and kind of succeed and be successful like with their channels or whatever they decide to do, like whether it be streaming or YouTube videos or both. So like I don't want to be like splitting people, like splitting audiences and making like enemies with people, like getting people to the bad side, because that just doesn't feel like a good idea. It's like you're all in this space together. You can never know what someone might be able to help you with and what connection someone might have to help you. And so at the end of the day, it is just better to try and, oh my god, this thing's pissing me off. Oh my god, can't hit the stupid thing. Oh my god. Try and help each other out, because one person might have contact with this person and be able to help you get in contact with that person, or get in contact with this company and like recommend you to this company or to that company, or recommend you to like a friend group, or meet, like introduce you to their like main friend group, and then you find a bunch of new friends and people to make content with. And overall, it's just, I feel like it's better to have a bunch of friends in content creation industry than to constantly be trying to argue and belittle someone, like I know is happening a lot right now, especially in like a community that I'm in, that my friend got me into, that I didn't think I'd ever get into, is like the VTubing community. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on with that right now, like a lot of drama, and obviously it's not a space that I'm involved in right now or anything, but I do at some point plan to get, like once I get a PC in a more stable situation with my streaming, and I do plan on getting a model made. I don't know what the model, well I have an idea for the model, but I haven't like put any thoughts into like the extra details or anything like that, which I really should, but I don't know how long it'll be before I'm able to like get a model, so it's kind of on the back burner right now. But it is something that I want to explore and venture into once I get more settled into content and everything, because I think it is a cool, very fun and interesting concept, and something that I very much enjoy watching a lot. So I figured, hey, this is a community that I like being in, and that I find a lot of good times in. Why don't I just become part of this community? And like like I said, I don't know how long that'll be before I'm able to get like a proper model and everything, and um, that stuff done. But it'll hopefully be sooner rather than later. But we will see. I'll keep you guys kind of like updated with everything on my Twitter. I know I haven't posted on Twitter a lot, but that's mainly because I have the posting sense of a old man. Because I don't know whatever. I literally have no idea what to post half the time, which is why the only posts I make are usually kind of. First, I have a visitor. I was just getting ready for bed. I waited for many years, but no one came. No one was in need of my services. Hoodie is your name. I'm the photographer of the UnderMine. I draw the maps. It's been so long though since I have drawn one. I've forgotten everything. If you're in need of my services, you'll have to return the maps. But until you return a map to me, there's no reason for you to be here. Please leave. But you got some boots over here. Oh, Sigil's boots. Give me those. Can I travel? Nowhere to send you. Oh, okay. Can I talk to you? Do I not have any maps for you? I thought I had a map. Okay, I guess I don't have any maps. Okay, never mind then. But yeah, there is a community. The VTuber community is a community that I want to become more of a part of and like be an actual VTuber in that space. Even though I know there is a lot going on right now with drama and everything, but I think still there are a lot of like good things about the community because there are a lot of like helpful people and good people in the community. It's just more the bad people in it are the ones that get broadcasted the most because, well, just bad things get broadcast more than the good. Sadly, that's just how things work right now, and like work in the media. And it sucks, but it is what it is. You can't really do anything about it, but try and not be part of that negative connotation, part of that negative community. But I know sometimes it's like people get roped into things or things that happen that someone didn't know about, and yeah, associate with some people associate with someone like that they didn't know was bad or had like these issues going on. By issues I mean like any like drama or anything that's going on. Yeah, I do hope to get up. One thing that I did want the model to kind of like be, is kind of like a bear kind of theme. I feel like that'd be cool because I feel like a bear is not something that I've seen a lot of, or at least not like extremely like popular. So I think it would be cool to try and get, have a model kind of like based around like a bear. I feel like that'd be very fun and cool. But at the end of the day, it really depends on what the situation is and what I'm able to get done in terms of getting the model and stuff made. I've had a lot of people reach out to me, trying to get like trying to get me to commission them for models, and I appreciate it. But that's just something that but that's just something that I can't do. I can't really get done right now, sadly. So I've had to turn a lot of them down, and I feel bad about it. But that's just something like that I can't get done right now. But it has been a good stream. I hope the audio fixed itself. I hope the audio hasn't been bad. But it was a good stream. I hope everyone has a good rest of their night. Hope everyone has a good rest of their week and a good weekend as well. We'll probably start my new schedule next week, so I will probably not be live Monday, but I will be live Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I will update that on my schedule on Twitch and on my social media. So people aren't expecting me to be live Monday and Friday. I will not be live Monday and Friday because those will be my upload days, and so those will be days where I will work on the VODs and editing and voiceovers and all that kind of stuff. So I will not be live Monday. But like I said, hope everyone has a good rest of the day. Hope everyone has a good rest of the week. And hope you had a good stream. And I will see you guys in the next time. Goodbye.